Hi guys, what's up? It's Julia and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my channel if you are new. So today we're just going to be doing a super casual chit chat college Q&A because I've been getting a ton of questions about where I'm going, what I'm doing, what's my major, all that jazz. So I just put out a little question sticker on Instagram, so if you want to be involved in all the future Q&As, Instagram is the best place to do that. I also have a link in my bio at all times where you can ask me. I had a little accent in that last one, but where you can ask me anonymous questions about anything, and so I also pulled some questions from there. So let's go ahead and get into the Q&A. So just a little overview about college for me. I'm going to Cal State Fullerton, CSUF, go Titans. It's about 5-10 minutes from my house, so obviously I'm staying home. I'm not commuting, I'm not dorming, and I live in Fullerton, so that's where I'm going to school. Super excited about that. I'm going with a lot of friends because my high school is also in Fullerton, so a lot of local people, which I think is going to be really cool. So one of the first questions is, what is my major? And my major is communications. I really love working in social media and marketing, so I felt like communications would be a really good choice for me. I was debating between communications and business, but when I was thinking about the actual classes I would take in each major, business had a lot more math, and I am not a fan of math, so I thought communications might be a little bit more creative. And a tip for you that I have if you're kind of in between majors is go to your orientation. So pick whatever major you think is going to be best, and when you go to your orientation at your school, you'll be with your major, at least you were at my school, and I was totally able to get a better feel, and I loved everyone in my major. Everyone was super nice. I loved the professors, college life. I love the professors. Everyone was like super awesome, so I felt super good about my major because I just love the people, and I feel like that's the biggest thing, is the classes you're actually taking and then the people that are going to be in your classes, obviously. So I feel really good about communications, and I feel like there's so much that I can do with that because eventually I want to start my own business, multiple businesses, honestly. So I think communications is going to be a great fit for me for the next 4 years, but we'll see. Someone else asked, what classes are you taking? So obviously I'm going to be a freshman. I'm taking a history class, an English class, like a communications 101 class, dance, and astronomy. Dance fulfilled like an art requirement, and astronomy fulfilled a science requirement. So that's another tip I have for you, is if you have to take like science and art classes, whatever, like try to fulfill them in fun ways. You can get a list of classes from your school. So instead of taking like chemistry or biology, I'm taking astronomy. So you can definitely fulfill your class requirements in fun ways. So the next question is perks to staying close to home. So long story short, when college applications started coming around, college was never something I was like super into or super like excited about. I kind of just like go to school because I have to go to school. Not a huge fan of school. So when I started looking into colleges and like researching, I really loved the big southern schools. So like SCC schools were what I was really looking into. I wasn't like set on moving because it just seemed really expensive. All of my family is here, and I didn't really have any friends that were going away, so I liked those schools, but moving wasn't the biggest thing I wanted to do. I wasn't set on that. It's not like I wanted to get away from my family and friends or anything. I know some people just like want to change and want to get out. I wasn't really set either way. So my number one school that I really wanted to go to after all my research was University of Georgia. So I was kind of like, okay, if I get into there, I would go visit, like really debate moving if I got into there. And my number two school was University of Tennessee, and then like I knew Cal State Fullerton was here and was kind of like, I don't want to say a safety school because that degrades it, but I knew that would be here, and that was a place I could go to. It wasn't like I had to go visit and travel and be in debt. Like that was something that was already kind of like in the bag, so I had that. So I didn't end up getting into University of Georgia, but I did get into University of Tennessee, and I really debated going there, but I just felt like it would have been a lot, and I have a really great setup where I am right now. So I kind of thought, okay, for the next 4 years, I think I'm just gonna stay put, and then I really eventually want to move to the South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee later in my life. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna stay here, save my money, work, do the whole shebang college thing here, and then eventually move out to that side of the country. The only thing I'm sad about is I love the big southern schools for their school spirit, and I feel like there's so much pride in your school there, which I thought was so cool. So I'm still thinking about possibly transferring to Tennessee or Georgia for junior, senior year for like my upper grad. I don't even know what it's called, but we'll see. We'll see. I can still be connected. I still bought my jerseys from those schools, you know, but I'm hoping Cal State Fullerton's really spirited, and we're gonna see how it goes. But so far everything's been good. The people have been super nice. I feel like that's the, if you're like thinking about going to Cal State Fullerton watching this, the people have been so kind, whether it's just like reaching out to me on Instagram or in person at orientation. Like everyone has been so kind, so that's been really awesome. Alrighty, next question is, are you rushing? And yes, I am rushing my freshman year at Cal State Fullerton. At first I was a little skeptical about it just because I don't have any older sisters. My mom wasn't in a sorority. I like really don't directly know anybody who was in a sorority, but I started reaching out through like Instagram and just mutual friends, and now I'm super excited about it, and they've all been so awesome, just like telling me about it, giving me their advice, giving me tips, and now like I literally can't wait. My rush is September 7th to September 10th, and I'm literally like so excited to have my outfits planned. Like I'm so excited. Again, I feel like it's finding your people, and so I'm just so excited to find like a great group of gals, and what's better than that? The last question I have is tips on making friends in college. So something I've tried to do a lot more lately, and something that my job has helped me with, being like at the front desk, is just talking to people, making small talk with people. And I know there's this such like bad reputation about small talk, but that's how you start friendships. So the other day I was in a spin class, and after class I went in the locker room and was like taking off my shoes and packing up my bag, and there was another gal in there, and at first I was kind of just like uncomfortably like putting my stuff in my bag and like being quiet, but then I just turned to her and was like, oh my gosh, I'm still trying to catch my breath, like that class was so hard. And she was like, oh my gosh girl, like I literally wanted to die. And then we like started having a conversation. So instead of like awkward silence, just like start a conversation with someone, and if they're not into it and they're just like, haha, yeah, like it was hard, then like obviously whatever, but you could meet your best friend. So that's something I'm definitely trying to do better, and that I did at orientation. I met a lot of people. Get their Instagrams. Don't feel weird. Be like, oh my gosh, like let me follow you, I want to keep up with you, like DM me if you ever want to hang out. Like just be super friendly and super open, because when you're putting that energy out, I feel like that's going to come back to you, and when you're just welcoming to someone, they're going to feel welcome and want to be your friend. So that is all the tips that I have for this college Q&A. If you have any more questions about school, you can go ahead and leave them down below, and make sure you subscribe to my channel to see all of the college videos that are coming up in the future. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!